With the first pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Dwight Howard from Southwest Christian Academy.
Hey yo, what it is, YouTube world? It's Old Head TV, and I'm back in the building, back in the builder, and I'm back with another banger for my 2K family. Sorry if the highlights was too long, but I just wanted to show y'all my new build, my Dwight Howard build, the defensive anchor. And as you can see, the build is a problem. I was sitting on this build for a few months, and I finally decided to throw some VC on it. And I must say, yo, I fell in love with the build. As you can see in the highlights, this build does everything but shoot. Everyone is so in love with the centers that can space the floor, but me, I'm old school, the epitome of an old head. I like to rebound, play defense, finish inside, pick and roll with my point guard, and show off my playmaking like a real true center. So what I'm gonna do now is show y'all how I made the build. Trust me, it's worth the VC if you want to grind rep and improve your teammate grade. This is the perfect build for you. But you have to have that IQ to make it come together. Now let's get into the build. All right, for your position, of course, we're gonna go with center. Shooting hand, right, left, doesn't matter. Jersey number does matter because this is the best Dwight Howard build in 2K23. So we're gonna go with number 12. Now let's get into the body settings. All right, for the height, we're gonna go 6'11". For the weight, we're gonna go 253 pounds. For the wingspan, we're gonna max the wingspan out at 7'9". In real life, Dwight Howard wingspan is 7'5", but if you want to compete in NBA 2K23, playing against all these 7-footers, 7'2", 7'3" centers, we got to get the max wingspan for better contests. So the wingspan is going to be 7'9". Body shape we're going to go with is defined. Now let's get into the attributes. Alright, now for the close shot, we're going to take that to a 85. And that's going to give us goal fast twitch, fearless finisher, and paint masher. For the drive and layup, that's going to be a 70. For your drive and dunk, that's going to be an 86. Giving us gold limitless, silver posterizer, and silver slithery. And of course, we get pro contact dunks. For your standard dunk, we're going to take that to a 90, and that's going to give us gold rise up along with elite big man contact dunks. For the post control, we're going to take that to a 87. And as you can see, that's all Hall of Fame badges, because what is a center without some post moves? And if you follow everything that I did, you should be at 25 finishing badge points. Now for the shooting, there is no shooting, but you're going to put your mid-range shot to a 45, and your 3-point, you're going to leave that at a 30, but your free throw, you're going to take that to a 70. Now for the playmaking, your pass accuracy, you're going to take that to a 76. I seen that replica build and they had Dwight Howard out there with a 0 pass accuracy. That is not valid. And as you saw in the clips, I was throwing some dots with the 76 pass accuracy. And word of advice, gold break starter is your best friend. Be sure to equip that badge. Now for your ball handle, we're going to take that to a 70. Your speed with ball, we're going to take that to a 40. Now a 40 is somewhat right in the middle. I mean 50 is really right in the middle, but a 40 is just as good. As you can see in the highlights, you seen me running from coast to coast on the 6'11" center, and there was nothing that they could do but get out the way or get dunked on. And that right there should have you at 13 playmaking badge points. Now on to my favorite part of this behemoth of a build, the defense. Now for your interior defense, you're going to put that to a 90. Perimeter defense is going to be a 71. Your steal is going to be a 42. Your block is going to be a 93. Offensive rebounds going to be a 80. Defensive rebounds going to be maxed out at a 99. And that right there should have you at 27 defensive badge points. And as you can see, we get everything we need for this defensive anchor. And I don't even have to break it down. You already see what it is. 27 defensive badge points, a lot of Hall of Fame and gold badges, 99 defensive rebound, 80 offensive rebounds, so you know you're going to be getting those second chance points. As you can see, I was doing the same thing in those clips. And you have a 93 block, so you're going to be protecting the rim at a high clip. Now let's get into these physicals. Okay, so for your speed, we're going to take that to a 72. Acceleration is going to be a 63. Your strength is going to be a 86. Vertical is going to be a 75. And your stamina is going to be a 93. Now let's get into these takeovers. As you can see, we only get 3 takeovers because 3 takeovers is all we need for this defensive anchor. We got rim take, we got glass take, and we got post take. My favorite takeovers for this build is See the Future and Paint Intimidation. So now I'm gonna hit the finish button so you can see that final product. And there you have it, shades of Bill Russell, Robert Williams III, and Clint Capella, and you have built a defensive anchor. But for all my heads that know basketball, you know Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard, should be in these shades of. But now that we got that out the way, let me show y'all my badge setup. Alright, for my finishing badge setup, I got 23 out of 26 finishing badges. Now what's funny about this build is those highlights in the beginning of this video, I didn't have rise up on at all. I didn't have enough badges to activate it, but for some odd reason I kept getting standard dunk animations as if I had rise up activated, and it's kind of making me curious to see how this build is going to play now that I have rise up activated on gold. So as soon as I core rise up, I'm going to put that on gold fast twitch, and as soon as I get to level 39 to be able to get that new core badge pattern system, I'm thinking about going with 2 finishing and the 7 extra badges that I get from from when I core fast twitch. I definitely want to put that with Hall of Fame or maybe even gold back down Punisher and possibly put something on Drop Stepper. Now for my playmaking, I have 13 badge points, and as you can see, I have no core badge activated on my playmaking, no unpluckable, and believe it or not, it's very rare that I get stripped. And as you can see with my defensive badge setup, I have 32 badges. In the build I had 27, but when I created the build and I did my badge setup, I added 5 extra badges to my defense, which gave me 32. And this build would be even more OP if you were to use a double core badge pattern system for defense, because if you core pogo stick, for example, you're gonna get 8 extra badges to spread anywhere on the setup. Now y'all already seen what takeovers I was running with, See the Future and Paint Intimidation, but I also used the juice perk to maximize my attributes. And I'm almost done maxing my build to 99, which is why I like making inside center builds. They are very easy to grind out and you get extra rep when doing so. But now we're gonna get into some gameplay. Hopefully you stay and watch, but if not, be sure to put some pressure on that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I would most def appreciate it. Alright, so we're in the rec and I'm matched up against a 6'10 stretch 4, and very rarely do I ever get matched up against the inside center because everyone is so in love with the 3 ball. But like I said, I'm old school. I like to play inside, but I'm also in here solo, and you know how that goes with the team full of randoms. Anything could happen, but I felt like this was gonna be a good game if I stick to playing to the strengths of my build. Now I get the tip off, and we're only 2 possessions in, and my matchup is already hunting for 3s, and he bricks. I sprint with my 72 speed, and I'm already up the court, ready for the easy bucket. Don't sleep, you see it, the 90 interior defense along with the strength. I barely have to do anything to get a stop. A lot of content creators claim you don't need a high interior defense, but I beg to differ because I'm getting the bumps and the contact I need in the paint. As far as finishing, I have no problem getting to the basket, whether I'm cutting, driving, fast break, or posting up. But what really makes this build great is when you have a high IQ point guard that can read the defense, knows how to pick and roll, and doesn't mind feeding his big, especially if you're playing like this. Now we're up 3, and I'm still paint mashing as I go up for the easy lay, and they can't stop it. Protecting the rim is easy because I have a 93 block to go along with my gold anchor, but I don't have to time my jumps because I have Hall of Fame pogo stick, so there's a high chance that I will make contact with whoever comes in the paint, then decides to hesitate to go up. Oh yeah, before I forget, that gold workhorse does wonders for this build. I'm out here scraping and scratching for every loose ball I could get my hands on. Okay, so it's halftime, and it's no surprise that I'm a top performer because I'm doing everything possible to get a win. 10 points, 1 assist, 5 boards, plus a few blocks. That's solid, but I need to turn it up. Third quarter, nobody can eat in the paint when I'm in it. And you see the animation, Gold Workhorse has me going after every loose ball because normally that would have went out of bounds, but I got that. Now it's time to activate that Gold Break Starter, which is one of my favorite badges that every big man should have. Your teammates will love you for it, and you'll get easy assists, which is good for grinding fast rep. We're still 3 points up, and you see my 99 rebound and Hall of Fame rebound chaser got me cleaning the glass, looking like a prime Dwight Howard. You can't deny it. Peep the ball movement that leads to the open corner 3. Somebody guard that man. Just look at how the 6'11 man-child is dominating, and there's nothing that anyone could do about it. This build is very good against 7'2 centers because they can't keep up with the speed even though it's a 72. I move way faster. I'm more flexible on the floor when cutting and diving for the easy twos. Just straight bully in the paint. And I do have some clips of me having my way with a 7'2 diamond finisher, but I'm trying to run into some more 7'2s so I could get some clips and show people how dominant these 6'11 inside centers are. Just look at them, straight beasting, getting fast animations without fast twitch, and instant standard dunks with no gold rise up. So just imagine when I play and I equip those 2 badges, it's gonna be trouble. Now we're up 20 and it's smooth sailing from here. I get the easy steal, I kick it to the 2 guard. I should've hit the corner and that's my fault. My random IQ kicked in, but I get it back for the second chance point for another easy lay, and that's pretty much it with time winding down. And we win by a large margin, and my stat line is looking very solid. A damn near quadruple double. If I would have had gotten 3 more assists and 3 more blocks, I would have got that. But I'm happy with my 22 points, 20 rebounds, 7 assists, and 7 blocks. But that's it for me. Old Head TV, be sure to put some pressure on that like, that subscribe button, drop a comment, let me know what you think of the build and what other builds you want to see on the channel in the future, and I'll be sure to get to it. Until next time, peace.